In, guys, to week 5 of the B Main Bandits. You guys just saw us at Lanier. Crazy, crazy race. Going from a small track with dirt midgets to a mile-long, high-banked, concrete oval that just shreds tires with a high-power Silver Crown car. What a difference this is going to make tonight. It's absolutely insane. You see it there, the Monster Mile, Dover, in Dover, Delaware, just over a mile long at 1.02 miles. 100 degrees for the ambient temp tonight. Or no, track temp is 100 degrees. 78 degrees for the ambient temp. These guys are going to be sliding. This is going to be a very insane time for them, and I do not envy them. 10 cars tonight. You see names like Ron Quincell up at the top. Andrew Thornton right behind him. Wonder Boy's always up there. Joplin, your ringer here on asphalt for the B-Main Bandits, still looking for his first win. Then at the back, this is very surprising, you have the Missile. He is making his return to the B-Main Bandits here. It's going to be amazing to see what he does. Couple minutes left in qualifying here, and we will jump into our feature directly. They do not have heat races for the asphalt side. We do have the updated points standings. It is Jackson McLean taking the lead now with 422 points. Andrew Thornton right behind him with 416. Austin Thornton with 387. Then it's Paget and Smith. Joey Smith in the top 5. Richie has dropped down to 6th. He needs to get a good points finish here to jump back into the race. But currently, it looks like it is Andrew Thornton and Jackson McLean running away with it. So we're going to have to see and watch over this asphalt race and see who, at our halfway break, is going to stay in that lead. Tons of interesting racing tonight. I don't know who to call. Quincell is obviously the favorite. He's always fast. He's always been amazing in these Silver Crowns. Anytime they're on asphalt here, he has been able to do wonders. But Tom Land is definitely the dark horse. Watch for him to come up from the back and just be able to work his way through this field. With this track being as slick as it is, we have to definitely watch out for tire wear. These guys are going to wear through their tires fairly quickly. Will we see pit stops? Only time will tell. And just like that, we are on the grid for our feature tonight. And it will be Mr. Ron Quincell on the pole with league owner and second in points. Andrew Thornton to his outside. Jackson McLean out of Paris, Tennessee, inside row number 2 with Richie Joplin out of Hudson, North Carolina, will be in row number 2. Joey Smith to the inside of row number 3 with Ryan Paget on his outside. Then it's Quincell and younger brother Austin Thornton on row number 4 with John O'Brien and the Missile making his return, Tom Land, to the B-Main Bandits. They will round out our field of 10 cars for this 50-lap feature. Correction, 40-lap feature. Got some great views. of Dover here. They do allow spectators up on that bridge. That is one of the places that is a bucket list item for me to go and see. I want to see those cars coming at me. One pace lap, and we are going green here at Dover. Ron Quincell waiting for that green, and he will fire. Can these guys get single filed out? Who will try the top line? Jackson McLean pushing Quincell on the green, trying to stay low under Andrew Thornton. That is your battle for the championship there, right behind Quincell. Is going into 3. Quincell has a sizable, about 4-car gap over Jackson McLean. Andrew Thornton will drop in behind Wonderboy there. Ryan Paget already up 2. As you see contact. Oh! Big hit by the missile. Ryan Paget going for the ride of his life. Well, there goes the insurance premiums, guys. We watched it live. Let's go back and take a quick little look. And since we watched it live, let's go into the cockpit and give you some vertigo. See Paget running down into the middle, or down into turn 1 and 2 here, running that middle line, just contact, goes spinning, and there goes Tom Land. As Paget goes for about 10 barrel rolls there. Hard lick by, well, for Paget. As he has not gone to pit road yet. Wonder exactly what's going on for Paget here. Looks like he might be going in next time around. It's like Paget's trying to get a wave around to get into pit road here. Getting around the pace car. Let's go and take a look at Mr. Tom Land. See how much damage he's got. Does not look like a lot. Maybe some minor aero damage for that 91 machine. But now we see why the missile exactly has that name. He shot through there like a missile and shot Mr. Paget up to the air. Definitely one of the more violent wrecks we have seen all season in these Silver Crowns. After the first couple laps, Ron Quincell still holds the lead. No surprise there. Quincell is arguably the fastest car on track when it comes to the asphalt sprints or Silver Crowns. To his outside is Jackson McLean. Andrew Thornton has dropped 1 spot into 3rd, but he has the preferred line now. Joey Smith up 1. Ted Quincell is up in 5th after gaining 2 spots. Richie Joplin has dropped back to 6th. And it's John O'Brien, Tom Land, and Austin Thornton to round out your field. Pace lights are off. Looks like they are going single file for this time. We will be coming to lap 6 of 40 for the Silver Crowns here at Dover. Pace truck is off. Quincell will lead them back to the green. Coming through 3 and 4, you see them all going up high. Nobody wanting to give that low position. We are green. Does take these Silver Crowns a minute to wind up and get going. They are direct drive cars. See Joplin making an early move to the bottom. Trying to get around Ted Quincell. Top 4 have single filed out as Jackson McLean making a move on Ron. Shoots to his inside. Quincell will shut the door on Thornton. Ron getting that draft, looking back underneath Wonder Boy. Says, sir, you want to play this early? I can play these games with the best of them. We are double file into 3 and 4. McLean holding the top side, gaining that momentum. Give it to McLean this time round. Thornton is trying to get underneath Quincell. Can he make it? Quincell pushes way up, almost to the wall, trying to slam the door on Joplin. You see Smith hit the wall as Quincell is able to shut the door on Joplin and maintain third. Andrew, a little bobble off of 4, allows both Quincell and Joplin to get around him. Now can either of them get up there and make up the almost 1 second gap to catch Jackson, who after having a heartbreaking loss, coming in third behind Fat Man Charlie Sheen in the midgets, is coming out here to show I can run on asphalt and I deserve this win. He deserves the points lead. He has something to prove. As speaking of Charlie Sheen, oh no! The second caution is Mr. Joey Smith. So the thing about Dover, guys, is you have to watch your exit. Most of these guys being dirt guys, they don't understand that. Car just pushes up, taps the outside wall. We've seen him do it a couple times. That time he just was not able to hold on to it. And that will send Charlie Sheen straight into the pits. And going back to cry to his wife. So we had a lot of great action up here in the front. The top 4 have just been duking it out. You have McLean, Quincell, Joplin, and Thornton, your top 4. Ted Quincell, we'll have to verify if that is a brother or cousin or what the relation is between Ron and Ted. Maybe even father and son, we will see. But Ted has made it up 2 spots to 5th. And look who is lurking. He sent Paget to the moon earlier, but he's up there in 6th. That is Mr. Tom Land. Austin Thornton's right behind him, as these guys are going to get 2 by 2 and ready to go and get these Silver Crowns back up to speed. Pace lights are off. Jackson will lead them to the green flag this time by 13 laps down at the line. A little over a quarter of the way through this feature at Dover. 9 cars on track. The only one on pit road is Joey Smith still. Probably still towing. Hopefully he will get back out there, but he will be laps down. Green flag is out. Joplin will follow Jackson through and set his sights on the lead for the first time tonight. Richie's worked his way through the field. As you see guys touching the wall, that was Ron Quincell, but everybody is still going straight. Don't know how these guys saved it, but they did, as Austin Thornton uses that to get up into P4. And now he's chasing down Ted, Jackson, and Joplin. As Richie uses the outside to get up high, get the momentum, and take the lead for the first time. Give that lap to Joplin, 26 to go. Can he maintain his tires and be able to get out here and maintain the lead. The draft comes in key for these guys with this aero package. Even though it is a mile-long track, they will gain a massive run with the draft. As you see, that's what Jackson's doing now. You'll see him start closing in and trying to use that run to his advantage to go into 3 and 4 and possibly shoot low. Ted Quincell has just been able to stay out of everything and has found himself up in P3. Great run by Ted. Andrew Thornton, after that bobble, able to maintain 4th, but definitely not where he wants to be. He wants to be up there right on Jackson. These guys start to calm down a little bit, but the lead battle is just heating up. These guys trading the lead lap by lap here. But who will be there at the end is the question. Who can save enough tire on this slick concrete track to be able to maintain and win that drag race off of 4? Currently, you have McLean and Joplin. As they sit here and they trade the draft, they're going to slowly start working their way away from the guys behind them. And as you see, Andrew Thornton has fallen back to almost 7/10 of a second behind them. If they continue to sit here and swap the lead like this each straightaway, it's only going to benefit them. It's an old F1 move. You see it all the time with their ERS or DRS systems. The only way that you see Andrew Thornton possibly trying to close this gap is he needs to get Ted and Ron to get linked up here and start pushing him up. Otherwise, Joplin and McLean are going to be able to walk away with this one. 20 laps down, 20 to go. We are at the halfway point. Barney is given the cross. Great action from the B-Main Bandits. Still seeing these guys touching the outside wall ever so slightly on exit. Gotta wonder how much aero damage that it's going to take for these Silver Crown cars to be ineffective. So currently your rundown is McLean and Joplin 1 and 2 respectively. Thornton holds the last podium spot. Then you have the Quincells, Ted and Ron will round out your top 5. Tom Land has worked his way up into P6 as we have a crash. No caution as of yet. It's like John O'Brien was involved. Massive damage on that 4 machine. See if we can get a better angle. And his driver's side arrow is completely gone. He's going to have to take that one in. As you see him going laps down now. Ryan Paget is working by himself in the back. Looks like Austin and Joey were caught up. Austin does go immediately to the pits by towing. As now, as we were reviewing that, we look and we see Joplin has dropped back into the clutches of Ted Quincell. These guys starting to have issues with their tires possibly getting loose. Quincell is in his draft, so he may be able to gain ground on Joplin and try to take that second place position, as McLean is now on a Sunday drive without Joplin on his bumper. He's led a lot of laps today, possibly the most laps, and hopefully get some bonus points. We will have to confirm that with league admins. But Jackson McLean putting on a clinic in the Silver Crowns tonight. Joplin is 0.6 of a second, but he's followed by Ted Quincell, who has worked his way down into a 0.4 of a second gap. Andrew Thornton still back about a second behind Quincell. Just nothing he can do to gain. As Ron Quincell is just cruising, trying to catch Ted and Andrew. with Tom Land, who is 7 seconds behind Quincell. Paget is looking possibly to go another lap down here. I think he did get the wave, but you can see Jackson McLean's going to be catching these guys fairly quickly. So Paget is 1 lap down currently. Austin Thornton and John O'Brien. John O'Brien has gone to pit road, it looks like. Joey Smith has called it quits. Surprise, surprise. But Jackson maintains that 6/10 of a second lead over Richie. Currently has the fastest lap shared by Andrew Thornton. Correction, Ron Quincell has the fastest lap of a 22.44. And actually, correction once again, guys. Austin Thornton, 22.35, screaming around there. These guys are running flat out for this win tonight. But now that Joplin has lost the draft, there's just not much that you can do unless Wonderboy does mess up. That is his only chance. That or a yellow. Both are very possible. We watched Jackson mess it up in the midgets. He's trying not to in the Silver Crowns. You know he wants his victory. He wants the double podium tonight. Andrew Thornton not making any ground, actually dropping some to Ted Quincell. Quincell has dropped a little bit off of Joplin, but everyone is in no man's land here with 8 laps to go. Something big is going to have to happen to shake up this race, or they're going to let Jackson walk away with it. As these guys do wind down the laps, we want to thank our amazing sponsors for the B-Main Bandits. You have AMT Racing Services. Andrew Thornton does everything that it comes to a racetrack, guys. You need an announcer, you need a competition director, give him a call. One of the best in the business. He will work anywhere in the country. You just got to pay. JMR, Jackson McLean Racing, always a great sponsor here. He does everything he can for the league. He's been one of the biggest supporters, one of the best runners. Can't have a better guy in the championship lead. As you see the tire advantage there coming into play. Austin did go to pit road. He did get fresh tires. Can he drag his older brother into the clutches of Ted Quincell? Only 4 laps to go. Does he have enough time? Andrew loses it again out of 4. The tire wear just making these cars difficult. Let's go ahead and ride along with Mr. Richie Joplin. As you can see, this is a very difficult track. You can watch his throttle inputs, especially coming out of the corner. They want to feather this very, very lightly. Hardly ever going full speed here, because these high horsepower engines, even though they have a lot of downforce on the car, those engines just crank out so much power, screaming at 8,000 RPMs going into the corner. It's so hard to actually control them. Next time by, white flag for McLean. Joplin has a full second to make up. Gonna need a miracle to pull off his first victory of the year. Ted Quincell has the 3rd place position locked up. Andrew Thornton in 4th. Ron Quincell dropping 4 positions back to 5th. But Tom Land being the biggest mover, up 4 places into 6th. Jackson McLean has gone across the start-finish line. cruise to an easy Tuesday night victory for Wonder Boy. Let's go ahead and jump in, and we will start talking to these guys. Quincell, Joplin, and McLean, your top three. Could you really have a better finish here? All right. We will start. Let's see. Has Mr. Quincell jumped into the Discord yet? No, he has not. We'll come back to our third place finisher once he is able to get into the Discord. That will mean we are talking with our second place finisher first. It is Mr. Richie Joplin. Buddy, what a rough race. Once you lost that draft, was there any chance of you getting back up there with Jackson?
No, I slowed up because whatever happened front right there, that car's sitting at the bottom, and he got away from him. I just couldn't catch him back.
Now, that is very unfortunate. It was a great run by you, up 2 positions into second. Definitely always great to see you on the podium. You needed a great finish tonight to get back in this points lead, or into this points championship, and you executed.
I led a couple laps, so I got some points there too. So yeah, I guess that helped out pretty good.
Oh, great points day, great finish for you, Richie. We know you're not fond of the dirt stuff, but you're getting better every week. You didn't get it tonight, but we know you'll get that first victory with B-Main here soon, buddy. Great run.
Yep. Thank you.
And I'm starting to really feel like Doug. If you guys watch How to Suck at iRacing and any of our Monday stuff, he gets tired of talking to me. So I guess we got to talk to the Wonder Boy himself. Still hasn't given his girlfriend or his wife a baby.
Oh my God.
Wonder Boy McLean.
How you doing, Ed?
I was hoping Richie was going to get up there and put the bumper to you, but man, you broke that draft, and it turned into essentially an F1 race where Verstappen just breaks DRS and they never see him again.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Richie started catching me about halfway through, but then he fell off. So I guess his tires fell off.
So now that you bring up tires, how slick was that track, and how much was tire wear really affecting it with this concrete track?
Honestly, for me, my car was actually pretty tight to start with. So I started sliding the rear end out a little bit near the end, but it honestly wasn't that bad. I did hear a lot of the other guys complaining about how slick it was at the start, though.
Well, we knew that was definitely going to be a main factor in all of this, and you hate to see it. We would love to see you guys just go flat out for 40 laps, but we do need some sort of tire degradation to try to keep you guys together. But you put on a masterclass once you got out front. You got away from Richie and came home with your third victory of the season. It feels great for you. Should be able to extend your lead over Andrew Thornton. Hey, before we let you go, any sponsors, any supporters you want to thank out there?
Always got to thank the wife, my beautiful wife, since she puts up with me doing this every Tuesday. And I got to thank my dad and my grandpa for getting me into racing in the first place.
Well, since you thanks the wife, give her what she wants, buddy. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
That's it, guys. That is week 5. See a major shakeup in the points. Jackson should be able to gain probably close to a 10 to 15 point lead going into week 6. A tale of two tales, or a tale of two races, really, between these two different tracks. Lanier being a very tight dirt track and coming to a almost wide out until you burn off the tires, almost wide out concrete monstrosity that is Dover. These guys put on a hell of a show. If you want to come out here and run with them, you know how to get in. Jump in the Discord, get your number, come run, come be one of the best open wheel, asphalt sprint, silver crown, midget, or non-wing 360 driver. They run all 4. There's a car for everyone out here. We will be back again on Friday with the Open Wheel Outlaws and their non-wing, or their winged 360 series. You'll see John O'Brien, Andrew Thornton, hopefully Jackson McLean all out there on Friday, and it's going to be a great time. We will be on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook then. Stick around. Hit that subscribe button to see more content. And until then, guys, keep on sending it in.
Before you Discord, and Ted is on his headset if you'd like to get a third place interview.
We can definitely done. All right.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up Ron's name there.
Well, Mr. Ron, I should be talking to Mr. Ted Quincell. You got me here?
Yes, I certainly do.
Well, Ted, it was a great race by you. I think you were the biggest mover of the night with 4 positions up, matching Tom Land. They just kept a clean race tonight. Were you able to even fathom of getting up into that second spot once you did drop the draft?
Well, and when we had practice earlier, I set fast time, and I didn't really try to set fast time on the qualifying because I'm not used to these guys. They're not used to me, so I figured I'd start mid-pack or later. But yeah, I thought I could run up front, but couldn't take the other guys. They
My apologies, guys. We're having some audio connection issues here with Discord. Ron, can you talk for me here? Unfortunately, guys, so as you can see on my head, we do have a new headset. We are having some issues here. I will have those hammered out later. Great run by Ted. Unfortunately, we can't get anything else from him. We will hopefully talk to him in the future. Him and Ron ran great races, and we'll see him again out here with the B-Main Bandits. Till then, guys, we will be back, and we'll see you once again. Keep on sending it in.